My dear officer, when was the last date? When was the last when you used your pen to write a letter to your mother, to write a letter to your colleagues, to write a letter to or any notification to your senior authorities? It was too less. But then sometimes it has a good shape, sometimes it is. The government said, fine. And at university, you have done a lot, you have done a lot, you have wasted a lot, you are amazing. But where is the regulation, where is the draft, which can immediately consider of launching this program in the country? I said, if given opportunity, we can plan it. And the same thing has happened. We got a direction. Okay, we will not find any distinction between the government and the private bodies. We authorize the private organization also to contribute a draft within some date was mentioned. And we did that. In matter of 8 days' time, we worked day and night. We referred to all good regulation of the world. Like education. We filtered that. We created a draft, added Indian perspective in that, and sent it to the government of India. We were called by Human Resource Ministry in presence of University Grant Commission, in presence of AIC, and we sat together. A draft was made, and of course, the bureaucrats would not like to give you more credentials, being the private persons. They said, okay, आपको जितना काम करना था कर लिया. You now stay away, we'll manage. We are happy. We are happy because this such a noble cause has come to India with the efforts of under the direction of the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. And we did that. And that is the reason, my dear students, we all are here. Surprisingly, which I have already spoken the last 1 hour, more than that, is that why we have invited you here. We have invited you, have given you enough reasons, and of course, I don't want to talk on that. So that is the story. This program was initiated way back in the year 2000, I've already mentioned, on 20th January 2000, with the humble beginning of 8 programs. And gradually we got the approval of university, and we came into Amity University. And then we shifted this PG diploma, which Mr. Bhatt has done it from here. We did it PG diploma from here, and then we converted this PG diploma 3 years into a BA 3 years, like a virtual. The difference between the PG diploma, if you do it from IIM Ahmedabad or IIMs or any other, they are not eligible to give you the MBA degree or the PG diploma degree. But being a university, you get to have this authorization to offer the MBA credentials. So that is the advantage of the university. And that's how we started our journey. Some of the credentials you have to know about is that University Grant Commission, which is one of the body that we are approved by. Second is that we are NAC. NAC is the name which any of you and many of you and all of you are aware. We are highest accredited by NAC. NAC is the body in the country which is known as the highest accredited of this country. They have given us A+ Amity, and which also permits you offer the online programs or the distance education programs. So that is the privilege of Amity, and you are a part of. NIRF is again a body which you are aware of. Amity has been consistently within the 100 institutions of this country for the last so many years, 4 years. The current ranking of our university is 26. We fall 22nd currently under the NIRF. So these are the top government body which give the credentials to any university to offer the program. The third is that we are Amity Education Group is the ranked amongst the top 3 universities globally by US, UK ranking, and the only university in India with the highest US and UK accreditation. We have also been granted recently for the re-accreditation of next year. So WAS is a body. It's a gold standard accreditation. WAS is a body which is rated highest in the United States. And this accreditation gives you a lot of credentials if you do your any program in future with your degree. If the US or any European nation countries see your credentials, your program of the university accredited by WAS, you will get the admission very easily, or the accreditations or the equivalence very easily in any of the European and the big countries. So that is the credentials, my dear. There are certain initiatives that we have done. We are working very sincere. When I was a student, then Mr. Bhatt was the student, Dr. Vijaya was the student, Divya was the student, that part of Dr. Vinny was the student, and few senior students were the students. We do not have any support system idea. What we used to refer is the notice board of the university. That was the final. वो भी थोड़े दिन बाद लड़के फाड़ देते थे. Again about this, how do I get my information to the examination? Boss, it is there for next half an hour. Go and take the examination, date sheet, etc. Notice board. Today, we have also replaced. You have your LMS learning management system. One of the important featured learning management system. Be very friendly with them. अभी अगले 2 साल, 3 साल, whichever program that you have opted for, make LMS as the best friend. Try and get this information. And why I'm talking about the LMS? Because related to it, there is a professor. At the moment, you have been interacting, trying to approach through the support system. And now, new concept that we are initiating is ask your professor. You might have this option of ask your professor, but now I want this ask your professor to have a very, very highly interactive platform for you. My professor every week of different disciplines, finance, HR, humanities, law, whatever program will be available, will inform you the time. My professor will tell you each and every details. I've been training my professor, they're academically highly trained. They will also be there. We are trying to equip them also administratively. For example, Dr. Divya, if you ask Dr. Divya what is the date of our next examination, Dr. Divya is informed of this. Dr. Divya, what is the date for submission of our assignments? How do I do? What is the pattern of my assignments? When I'm supposed to pay my next semester fee? When I'm supposed to, what if I miss out my semester examination? How do I give my examination? What is this concept of N plus N? What is the concept? If I am unable to finish my examination within the stipulated time, or the program within the stipulated time, the actual tenure of the program, would I be able to continue my program, or I get over with my program? All this information will be casted with the profession. They will teach you about the finance. They will teach you about the management. They will teach you about any subjects which falls within their domain. They will teach you. But besides that, they will also tell you about the programs, the methodology, the important dates, the technicalities of the programs, how to access to your LMS, how to access to your chat box, how to access to your ME, Professor ME, I'll talk about that also. So all this my profession, so this I am coming up. So that my dear student, you should not have this fear, you should not have this threat. Is that यार वो IIT Bangalore वाले student would have a benefit. They can come to campus, they can ask for anything. What about us? My faculties would be available. I cannot say because our support is of course 24/7. My faculty would be available almost all the time with you. And they will give you all the information besides this. That is something that I'm coming up with. But when it is possible, my dear student, कब possible है कोई बताए? Where it is possible? How? Yes. Approach you when you show your interest. If Dr. Divya is 9, on 20th of April, 1200 hours to 100 hours, because it is virtual. And if she see that only 10 students are there, next time when I'll assign Dr. Divya, your next session is there. She will say, certain student strength were very, I mean, that was not very encouraging number. So what do we do? You have to give boost to the faculty. You have to give boost to the university. You have to give boost to the university. I think I'm saying that kind of. So, believe you me, my dear students. Next concept, there are many other things. I talked about, just take 3-4 minutes. Sorry. The next concept is that MIT has been doing a very wonderful job with the Government of India Ministry of External Affairs, wherein we have initiated under the initiative of Dr. Kalam, then the President of India, way back in the year 2007, for Pan Africa project. And MIT, including 5 universities, were involved, and you'll be happy to know that MIT being the only university which taught to 85% of the students out of the total number. The second was also initiated in the year 2000, continuation. And MIT was the first university to be inducted. At the moment, we are teaching to almost about 70,000 students all across the Africa. So that is a very commendable job that we have been doing. Dear student, we have also initiated, Dr. Vini will talk about placement opportunity for the students, very frequent. I would ensure that it has to be very visible and informing events for the students of Bangalore and all across the India at least. So we are doing that. The virtual placement options are there. It's all placement options are there. So face-to-face placement where the placement companies are coming and you can take those opportunity and you can avail those opportunity. Third, I would like to talk about a very unique concept that MIT has initiated. It's called Professor AMI. MIT University Online continuously focusing on this innovations in education to make the students' learning seamless and effective. On that front, we would like to introduce India's first online AI professor, Professor Ami to you, who is a new age artificial intelligence based education. She will make your learning personalized experience for each one of you by not only answering all your academic queries, but also leading you through your whole academic program. She will help you during the examination, not will help you in cheating, but she will help you to concept of the examination. She will help you also for the preparation of your assignments, but not that giving you the solution of the assignment. So all this will be through AI. MIT being very good. So MIT has been a lot of things. The number one, we see everything of future in advance and we work accordingly. With this given opportunity, I can speak whole day, maybe tomorrow also. I would not like to take much of your time as brevity of show, and I should be very content now. Thank you, my dear students. Before I close this, you know that what I'm going to tell you. आपसे एक promise लेना है, हिंदी में बता रहा हूँ. I will take a promise from you. What is that promise? That you will support your institution, you will support your profession, you will give full support in terms of your presence for all your classes, for all of that activities we do. ये एक oath आपसे लेना है. I have to take this promise from you, and then my coming here and then going back is a success. Otherwise, no sir. With this, thank you.
So thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. For your kind words, your speech provided a glimpse into the world of online education and the possibilities it offers. And I'm sure that it left a lasting impact on our audience. Your words were not only enlightening, but also motivating us. We feel extremely honored to have with us our guest of honor, distinguished professional and active member of various NGOs and social organizations. Mr. N.V. G.K. Bhatt is a highly accomplished individual with a wealth of experience in the corporate world and has served as director and CEO in various firms. Like, we can include RD Bangalore, BPM, etc. He is also actively involved in several NGOs and social organizations and started his own trading company, Bread. So we would like to invite our Mr. N.V.G.K. Bhatt, and they can share his experience and insights with us today. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. That's good. So, thank you, committee, thank you, Vinash Kumar and other supporting staff here for inviting me to be with you today. And it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be with you. And as already mentioned by two speakers, I was a student, maybe first or second batch in Amity, Noida, way back in 2001, around that period. And in fact, I was the director and chief operating officer of BPL Limited, Ghaziabad. So I was there for more than 8 years. I shifted from Bangalore in 1994, and I was there up to 2003. So during that time, I think Amity was in a progressive mode. I think they were about 10 years old, and I met Avinash at that time. And I'm really fortunate to join Amity program at that time. I think it was postgraduate diploma in management. And it was a combo program, online, offline. I mean, more of offline than online, because at that time, the facility or IT support what you have today was not available. But I used to attend the evening classes, and I was also a faculty in this institute when they started. That's because Avinash asked me, being a student of Amity, whether to support our organization. So that's how at that time, 2010 or 11, when this institute was started, I was the staff here or faculty for about was semester or two, I don't remember. I was taking HR and operation management. So I don't know whether any of the faculty available here remember me at that time, but I do not know. So this is a great, association of mine with Amity. And you may ask after becoming director and CEO of big as DPL, why I joined the program with this. In fact, when I was in DPL, they sent me on 3-4 programs at IIM Lucknow, IIM Bangalore on a residential program. So I was really learning a lot of things, management techniques in those 1 month or 2 months residential program. Then suddenly when I saw Hyderabad and Noida is not too far, so I just enrolled a program at Noida, BT. And then for 2 years, I could learn a lot of things which helped me to decide a lot of things in my life. For example, I decided to quit PPL in spite of being the head of that organization in 2003 and shifted back to Bangalore. And there was an opportunity for me here again as a CEO of the big company. And I was happy settling back in Bangalore. And it has helped me also in later stages when I retired in at the age of 60 from all these companies, and then was thinking, and the online thing was just catching up. And I started a company called Great Banking and Banking Recruitment Solutions Private Limited with 3 people, and I'm the director of marketing and strategic planning of that company, because it was possible mainly because the support and the strength and the knowledge which I gained from the MBA or PhD program. So why I'm saying this is the graduation or post graduation, etc. It is good for coming up in a normal first or second gear. But if you want to climb up in the faster manner in the third or fourth gear, you need degree like MBA, which is recognized from a recognized institution like MIT. It's not that MBA from any street corner. MIT, IIM, XLRI, all those institutions have their own brand image, and it will help. So basically, that has helped me to start my own company, which is now it's about 10 years old. We also do online program for banking and financial companies to get a beautiful job and a high paying job in public sector or private sector like finance, insurance, etc. I requested your team to arrange a small seminar like thing in meeting later on, where we want to share what is important apart from your degree MBA. I feel that smart, you should be smart by learning skills. I think the skills of the today, like maybe personality development skills and communication skills, time management, and you have all that in your book also. But then you are like, in my opinion, you may be gold or diamond, in your stuff, but you need a polishing to get into higher levels. So that then, apart from your continuing your graduation, you should also parallelly plan a polishing program like soft skills, which is very important. There are more than 10, 15 items which you need to learn, which is possible to do it in a span of 6 months. You have to enroll to a reputed organization where they do both online and offline. So this is my advice, because I don't want to talk more on committee. In fact, committee, what if I see last 30 years, it has grown into a huge organization compared to when I was in association with them in Noida. That is almost 20 years now. 1,75,000 students and then, well, I don't know how many universities and how many 28 states I was told they have present and present abroad. All this is possible because the founders of a BT, they themselves probably learned management technique how to bring up an organization like this. That is one character, what I see is have a vision with the, goal, which is there with the present chairman at that time. And surprisingly, considering the university, the present in a UP state at that time, I can't imagine the progress what it has made in spite of political upheaval and then the in the position of the university, Noida, Greater Noida, everybody knows it's how difficult to bring up an organization like an education institute in Noida and UP. Today it will be very good, but then 30 years ago, I was there for 8 years. I know how difficult it is to run an organization. I used to have 7 unions, and there used to be killing just outside the compound almost every 2 3 months. Union line rivalry, political interference, and so on. So with all that, media has grown to such a level, speaks for their management skills, and particularly people like Vinash. I was there since last 20 30 years. I don't know, maybe 2000, let's say 20 plus year, and he has stuck to his position and seen that the company grows to this level. So basically, what I'm helping you is to get additional soft skill along with your degree, which is also available in our online, and get additional qualifications. In fact, the growth in MBA with the soft skills, it can be faster by three times. For example, the I don't know today what is the starting salary. Maybe average if you take about 8 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Within 5 years or 10 years, with your confidence and then all other techniques of management, you can reach level of 7 8 years, 1 crore level. That is 10 times the present salary you can reach in 7 8 years. That is the potential. And India, as you know, we just search Google, you will find #1 in most of the things today, digital payments or GDP or whatever amount you get from NRE is almost 100 billion. And startups, I was told there are more than 5,700 startups now in India with an investment of 170 crores or 170 billion dollars. And then the value of those startups is about $400 billion. So, and unicorns, there are about 250 unicorns expected by 2025. So great potential. In fact, all over the world, there is inflation, there is a problem in their economy, but India is the only country which has got inflation of about 3 to 4%, and there is no problem in terms of other parameters. $100 billion, what our NRIs send every year. So these are all the positive things which probably all of you should welcome. And you are in the threshold of a beautiful, decade. Next 10 years, I am seeing India, which will be like Singapore or any other developed country. In fact, I was thinking, when I was in DPL when I joined, all these countries, Taiwan, UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, all they are almost like us, as they are today. But look at them in the last 10, 20 years. All because of three, four reasons. We have a very stable government. We have a very beautiful, governance. With all that, now I am sure the industries are shifting from China to India. All the big products coming to India, you must have seen us 3 days back, cook came to India, which started opening, shops in Bombay and Delhi, and probably come to Bangalore shortly. So basically, what we see is that exponential growth of manufacturing, IT, industry, etc., etc. Industry also there are, top priority for defense, scale, nuclear, cement, textiles, IT. So you name any industry or field, they are there now, and all of them are today, with a average growth of 20 to 25% every year. Some of them are doubling every. For example, the digital transfer. We are number one in the world with 80% of the transactions taking place through the digital means. Whereas there are still countries with 70% cash payments like Slovenia or some other countries. So basically, the present situation is really good, and that is all the young people like you to make use of it, and it is possible only by dedication and with a vision. I'm very sorry to say today I expected some 40, 50 people who are actually taking this program. I don't know how many are taking this program now?
There's a huge boat from Bangalore and Karnataka, over 1,000.
So I expected a lot of people because what you study is okay. That is good. Good, then you'll get a degree and but what you listen to other people, which is very important. When you don't miss any lecture, I experience people in the field. You please don't stop your studies also attend because that will give you motivation to do better. So basically, that is my request, and also for the future, you don't miss any program which the institute conducts. So, but of course, as a industrial rule, it is always it is 80-20. Out of 100 people, 20 people will be interested in their growth and progress, etc. Other 80 will be happy to get a degree and look at their father's business. They are well settled. But definitely 20%. I'm sure you are all with the 20% today, and I hope you will definitely will go higher up in your career and don't just accept any job that is offered. Think twice whether it will give you a stability, improvement in your career opportunity, etc., etc. Then only decide. Don't just accept because there are companies which offering, even our own company I have seen 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees per month. Don't accept. Wait, and then once you accept an offer by a reputed company, stick on to that company at least for 3 years. So in 10 years, you should be able to jump 3 times. When you jump 3 times, you will get 10 times the initial step. Supposing you are getting to that 10 lakhs, in 10 years you should be able to get 1 crore. That is what you should plan, and it is possible. And then when I recruit, do interview to my company, when I see a resume where the student, the applicant has jumped 10 times or 5 times, I don't select it. Because I'm sure that he will not stay with me for the next even 1 or 2 years. So that even if you get a little less salary, be honest to your company for at least 3 years and give an indication that after 3 years, I want to change. And then probably the same company will consider you to retire with a bigger salary or bigger position. And at this point of time, I want to recognize the presence of my son, Hemant, sitting there. So he also did his MBA recently, about 1 year ago, and his wife did the MBA from Excel. All because I did my MBA at the age of 53, 20 years ago. And they were enthused and encouraged by my initiative at that time. So I still have books at home, and I discussed with your dean that I want donate it to Amity shortly, all the books from XLRI, Amity and other institutions. So I have a lot of books I will donate it to our library shortly. And I will give you some 10 items probably which will help you to plan in 2023, where you can either improve your position in the organization or you can make some money. Basically, the 10 points are, okay, the energy, like your price of petrol and diesel will not either come down or go up. It will be in the range of 60 to 80. Some people who get this information, they will use it for their benefit. For example, if this is done with a research by some international organization, and one of them is the prices of petrol will be stable at the range of 60 to $80 per barrel. So equities in India, now it is at 59, 60 level, it will rise to 70 by the end of this year. So it is a very, very important how you can play with the indices and the stock market. Artificial intelligence will come like nobody's business. In the next 9 months, artificial intelligence will take full command over everyday the dealings, and then that you have to give due importance and try to understand. China has been the last 2 years after the pandemic is actually going down in their what was then 12% GDP, it has come down to 3 to 4%. But then they will come back to 5% level this year. Whereas Indian GDP, it was initially told it will be 6.2. Now they have slightly downgraded to 5.9 this year, 6.2 next year. This GDP growth is the highest in the world. The Indian 5.9, though it is we are aiming at 7-8%. We are because of the pandemic, Russia, Ukraine, so many things, the floods and other situations. We are not able to cross 6-7%, but definitely this year, at least minimum 5.9 or 6%, which is a good compared to the world situation. So economy will bounce back, stock markets will go up, and US dollars is up whatever was there, it will stabilize and it will start coming down. So the many people who are into in this field, business management, you can think of how you can use this information for making forward the stock market. You have a lot of ideas. Use that. Outlook is very positive for emerging markets, not the advanced country and the developed countries. Emerging markets are India, probably Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, not the European and Western countries. They are all under inflation and recession. Recession is probably 75% possibility in UK. That means whereas in India recession is 0% possible. There is no recession possible in India, but all other countries, including China, China may be 12.5% possibility. But all the other countries, so starting from 75% of America, UK, 60% of US, 50% of Germany, France. So all these countries will have a recession. If you had a recession of 5-10%, it would have been finished. Fortunately, in spite of the time collapse in America, you have must have seen recently Silicon Valley Bank 307 or $310 was lost. And similarly in India, Tiny lost $100 billion, but the stock market is rising. So if you look at the beauty of the Indian economy, we are not affected by any of these external influences. So we should be very happy for the present government, which is stable, which is proactive, which is governed properly, and we lost a generation because of my generation. I am now 23. I wanted to see this situation 20 years ago. Unfortunately, it was not there. Today, it is happening. All that since 2014, any area you take, there is a graph going up exponentially in all fields. So, be it startup, be it digital innovation, you talk of any field, and it is going up. It's a very beautiful situation. And Russia-Ukraine war, they say it will not stop this year. It will go on up to next year. Maybe some ideas how to make use of this information, because you will be having more dependence on Russia for their fossil fuels, and then more relationship in terms of business and manufacturing with Russia. So according, if you learn Russian language today along with your MBA, you will be in a position to go to Russia and start an industry there, or some IT company or whatever, management consultants there in the next 3 or 6 months. That is an opportunity. So basically, you should look at that in the situation, because we don't like a war, but as an Indian, what we can benefit from the situation. And work culture, for example, working from home, it will continue for another 1 year. Now, companies have started doing it for 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week. That will continue for some more time. That means the rentals and the commercial rentals will be stabilized or slightly increased. And then authority, countries with some authoritarian regimes, there is a lot of problems. One of the recent example is Sudan, where no democracy, all the countries where there is no proper democracy will be in Pakistan, etc. So basically, we are in a situation where we can kind of improve our position day to day. Interest rates will peak this year, and India will have a strong year. Inflation will come up. India is 3%, inflation, US is 8%. More and more retail brands will enter, like Apple, and most of the manufacturing facilities in China, which is invested by other foreign countries, they will start shifting to India. That is a very important information, and we should be ready for that. So now I have been given 20 minutes. I have exceeded my time. So basically, thank you once again, Amity. Thanks once again, Avinash and the company for giving me this opportunity and for sharing my whatever knowledge I had experienced during my tenure as when I worked for the last 35 years in 3-4 companies. Hopefully, I will come back with a bigger gathering for a seminar on how you can probably use all the information available for your own good. Thank you, sir.
So, sir, how do you see the future of crypto? Am I audible? Yes, okay. So, how do you see the future of cryptocurrency in India?
Fortunately, I am not an expert on crypto, so I am not very quick at any time. So unfortunately, I am not able to answer, but anybody else who has got knowledge on crypto probably answer your question. So,
India is the postman for that.
Yeah, cryptocurrency in India, as far as the rules and regulations are concerned, we are still in the nascent stage. We don't have that much of what to say. You cannot find India because the government is not at all supporting. First thing is Nirmala Sitharaman already said how the tax has to be paid. But personally, if you ask in the world different, I will definitely recommend because I also always trade in cryptocurrency. But as an Indian, since if you want to know about India, will it support it will take some time because India is known for its rules, regulations, and they always, even in 2008 when financial crisis was happening, India did not be the prey of that. The reason is we had so strong rules and regulation laws and other things. So once it is being done, definitely India will be one of it and you can do it. But for some time, don't trade a lot into cryptocurrency, rather you can trade in stock market. There you can find your way. Just hold back for some time till the rules and regulations are being made.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you, sir. We are grateful for your time and effort you looked and took to join us today and you share your experience with us. Your presence has left a lasting impact on all of us. And one of the students has asked a question also. So we are extremely honored to have had the opportunity to hear from you. Now, once again, I would now request our esteemed Dr. V. Vijaya, who is the Assistant Dean of Amity Global Business School, Bangalore. Dr. Vijaya brings with her a wealth of experience and knowledge, having been involved in the field of education for several years. So we are privileged to have Dr. V. Vijaya with us. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know you are all very hungry. Even me, I am also very hungry. So you can just imagine, I will talk only for 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes. 2 minutes? Noodles time?
So you can continue.
I can continue. Okay, with your permission, I'm just continuing. First of all, I would like to thank Sir. But sir, you have given a beautiful knowledge for the future and he has taken with the past and he is just to define about the future how it is to be. And it was a wonderful speech, sir. And you would even I would like our students also. I mean, if at all I know that this sort of speech is going to be given, I would have called my students rather, sir. Because it was such a wonderful speech and I was part of it. I enjoyed each and every moment of it. Of course, you have written in your field and you have described about all the other things, Avinash sir. So I think you all would have known the rules and regulations of it. I am coming only to motivate you because they have given the piece of knowledge to you all in all the ways how it is to be done. So I just would like to tell only one thing to you all: be focused, be focused, be focused. Because you are not the faculty every now and then, you are seeing them online and other things. Can it be offline? Like we will be meeting the students every now and then, and we will be telling the students also, Ray, you are lagging here, lagging there. But for you people, fortunately or unfortunately, you have to self-motivate yourself. When you have to self-motivate yourself, you have to be much focused. There, I just would like to tell only one thing. You are very powerful within yourself. Believe in it. Please believe that you are very powerful within yourself. If you believe it, then everything you can do. Only one simple mantra I would like to say. Watch your thought. Thought. Oh, yeah, I have to do BBA, I have to do BBA, I have to write my exam. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. You will talk, I think, yeah, I have to do, I don't have other work, I have to do it. So what's your thought? They become your words. What's your words? They become your habit. What's your habit? They become your character. What's your character? It will become your destiny. Ultimately, what you want to do, everything starts from that thought process only. Please start thinking positively. Yes, I am born to think. I will do it. And every day you watch your progress. Definitely that day is not so far that you will achieve what you want to achieve. I see within you. Believe in it. Believe in it. So generally people used to say, I am a daydreamer or night dreamer, whatever it means. It means for me, dream is very, very important. But that dream, as told by Abdul Kalam, how it is important. Eyes are given not to see. Eyes are given just to dream it and achieve it. That is the thing that I also want to say to you all. Eyes are just given not to make you to see, but you have to think of your dream and achieve it. And you are all already you are all focused and self-discipline. That is the reason that you all have opted for online and show that as I said, it is equally being recognized and you all can do very well in your life as well as in your career. With that note, arise, awake, stop not, as Vivekananda said. I'm just repeating his words and all the very best to you all. I think my noodles time is over. All the very best to you all for your bright future.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing the mantra for life and for changing our personality and for sharing the time. And of course, you have taken only 2 minutes and we have prepared our noodles also. So thank you very much once again. Now I would like to call Dr. Divya Bansal. We have honor of having Divya Bansal, Deputy Director of MIT University, online with us. With a benign personality and a cheerful smile, I would now request Dr. Divya Bansal to share her thoughts on empowering the future with online education. Dr. Rini, on the stage, honored Professor Avinash, Dr. Bhatt, Dr. Vidya, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. A very warm welcome to everyone of you. Dear learners, first of all, I would like to thank all of you and for choosing Amity Online for pursuing your undergraduate or postgraduate business. I would like to assure you that you're at the right place and in the right hands. So today I will be sharing some thoughts about empower your future with Amity Online. Online education, we all know, it has opened doors for the ones who wanted to pursue higher education, but they did not have the way through conventional modes. So that is why they had the coming up of online education, and especially like Amity University, wherein we have all the courses, they are recognized by UGC. And I would just like to give you a small background of the programs that we run over here at Amity University online. First of all, we get the approval from UGC, and we are only running those programs which are running in the regular universe. So Amity University regular, the ones which are being run, and we have passport batches. After seeing the success of those programs, we launched them in online mode. And then the curriculum is completely at par with the regular. You see the modules, you see the post curriculum, and as you know that we are following the 440 approach. So therein, the recordings which are given to you online on the LMS, that is Enigo, and that is again supplemented by the sessions that we have, the live sessions, and we have the web links wherein you can have the access to the extra resources, and we also then have the know your understanding, know your questions, wherein there are 2 questions given to you for each subtopic. That is, once you have gone through the student learning material, once you have gone through the e-content, that therein you'll be able to judge your knowledge on that topic. And at the end of the day, then we also have the assignments for you. And if you would have seen, we have introduced milestones for you. So we also have, during certain sessions, interaction with the students, we observed that students had some queries regarding the milestones, like why we have introduced these milestones for them. So our only purpose is, what happens because our all students are working professionals and they hardly get time. Sometimes we even see that they don't even get to know when the assignments have to be submitted. So it's just a gentle reminder to all the students that the milestones are being set for all the 5 modules because our all the courses are designed as per the 5 module content. And these are the dates given to you so that you can plan your activities, you can plan all the online activities in such a way that you are able to complete all the assignments on time because these all assignments are evaluated. Along with your income exam, which happens twice every year, you also have the assignments which are evaluated. So these milestones are just a reminder for our students that you are on the go, and it's not like once a while you log into any go. And at that time, when we do see that our students get stressed out, they're not able to, as we said, that we are in tune with the regular university. The content is so much that accumulation of that content becomes very challenging for our students. And then future on when they go for the income exams, they are not able to do it well. So therefore, we have done these milestones, all the faculties and the stakeholders, we have sat together and with good brainstorming, we have come up with these milestones. Sometimes what happens, even our students are not able to, they are not able to adhere to these milestone dates. That's okay, that's fine, because we are not closing the assignments, but time is just there on the LMS. Because as you know, the final date for closing the assignment is anybody? Yes, yeah, you're very correct. Second is a date where we will be closing all the assignments. So that doesn't mean that when you have the milestones that is once a week, the course or the assignment will not be available to you. It will definitely be available to you. And I would not take much of your time, but I would just say, in order to, along with these programs which we are running, we are also having a lot of other student engagement for our students, so that is the kind of skill development for them. So be a part of the LMS, please, keep, be with us. We will get to know there are sessions like expert talks, where we are inviting the industry experts and they share their rich experience with our students. Yesterday, like we had Mansul. So we will be having this very often, wherein again we will be inviting people from the industry and many such events, webinar sessions, and we keep having them Insta classes. And just to apprise you, yesterday only Amity University has won 2 economic times awards. One is for the Insta classes that we are conducting. So a big round of applause for Amity University online. So that's all from my end, and we are all here to work with you and discover your strengths and enhance your potential. So we are delighted to have you here. And now going ahead, a very important job is being done by Dr. Vinny, that she's been the MC of the program. I would like to invite her and give you insights about the elements and the support system that we are running for our students for this. Dr. Thank you very much, Sudha ma'am, and welcome to the world of Amity University Online. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to your learning portal, LMS, Amigo, and student support. As you know that you people are using Amigo for your all the details which you are getting for academic programs. So as you enroll in the LMS, you get Amigo access. So Amigo is your friendly learning platform that offers you a personalized learning experience with a freedom and flexibility to access all your courses and learning resources which are available on Amigo, and you can access to your ID. And there we are having a student page also, which contains all your personal data and information, and you can view all the notifications, queries, results, etc. Moving towards your learning page, you can also find yourself Amigo dashboard, where your all courses related to the program in which you are enrolled are listed also. So you can keep track of all the courses and your progress on each course, and you can get notification and announcement section, which will keep you informed of all university related information, including also. Another thing that I would like to announce here is that discussion forum, where I had a discussion with all of you that you people are using the discussion forum, where you get connection with your student and with your classmates and with your faculty members also. Not only this, as our director sir has said that we have Ask a Professor. So Ask a Professor initially launched this program just to ask general questions related to the content, where students can connect with us, but we have made it more prompt, and that's why every week we have announced Ask a Professor as per the domain wise, where students can come with their queries and they can directly connect with the assigned faculties for that domain. Not only this, we have audio translation facility, which we have access to audio translation, and we can have that access for our SLM also. SLM means we have study learning material, which you get through e-content. So previously, we all were reading that SLM. Now we can also use it through the audio translation, where you can get that through audio, right? So it is also another important thing which we have introduced with for all of you. Not only this, when we are talking about the LMS, definitely the another section which comes, it's about student support. Definitely, we assure you that we will provide a better solution and support to all of you. And it is not all about the academic program, but we have a connection with you. You are our family member. And that's why you have come from so far. One student has come from around 140 kilometers, and he has like come all the way to join this orientation, and some students with their family members and small kids also. So we can see the encouragement, the energy students are having. So I again appreciate your efforts and your presence. So we salute those who have come. And sorry for those who are not able to join this orientation, live orientation. So it's very bad for all of us also. But yes, of course, for student support, we have so many facilities like we can provide this through WhatsApp, through SMS, you are getting all the information. We have 24/7 student support where we try to resolve all your queries around 48 hours. So this is all about support and Amigo. Now I would like to call Divya ma'am for board of things.
Everything that we have already mentioned. And, but only thing, when you talk about the examination, we have probably this to talk about the examination. The examination is, what we call it, remote proctored examination. What is that examination? It is state enabled examination. Means the examination that you are scheduled to appear for can be conducted and can be taken from any location which is convenient to you. You can do it from this premises also. You can do it from your office place also. You can do it from your home. You can do it while traveling also. That is called the technology enabled examination. We have conducted this examination. We initiated in the country and we have done